offering just a little bit more time of settling before we begin. Let everyone have a chance to arrive. And be patient with yourself, compassionate with yourself, and let the practice be some healing time, resetting, and renewing ourselves. Let's weave the fingers together, if you like. Join me with that gesture of new beginnings called the Ushas Mudra. We come to it a lot in our practice where we weave the fingers, but just let the hands rest in the lap with that idea of a new moment that is right now, a new phase of the moon, a new breath, whatever you'd like to bring to that space. Welcoming the present moment. Gently bring uprightness to your spine so your energy can flow through the center line. Draw your navel in towards your spine. Take a deep breath above that toning of the navel. Feel your rib cage, breathe. Release your hands to your heart center. Rest your hands into that center of your chest. Gently wait there, sitting tall, pressing into the thumbs. Do you feel the warmth of the hands, the beating of the heart? Feeling centered with this action. Let your breath move steadily through your nose with a little bit of sound. I'm going to do that sound to any degree that you enjoy. And join me for an Om if you like, or just hum your exhale. Start with a deep inhalation and go slowly on the exhale. Empty, empty. And then releasing your hands. Let's lean back and take whatever foot is in front. Take that leg out, support it with your hands, lean back a bit. So a little one leg boat. Lift up your chest, reach through your toes. Feel the strength of your leg as you activate your foot. Draw back your toes, feel that activation of the leg muscles. And then bring your leg back in. Other side, release your other leg, lean back, hold on. So one leg boat variation. Got the arms for lots of support here, woven fingers again. Reach through your toes. Find some steadiness. Reach your toes back. Breathe. One more time. And carefully fold in your knee and reset your legs. Nice and easy for some movement here. And moving from our hips, letting us just get into a little bit of flow. Circle from the hips. Go to the right to begin. Go very slowly this first time around. Just check in. You don't want to strain anything. You don't really need to go back that far, just a little back, but go deeply forward into the sides. And then just find your own rhythm, closing your eyes. Feel your body, waking up energy, having a little sense of flow, just going with flow. Nice and easy, breathing easy. One more time, go around to the right. And when you come back to the right, come into side bend of your choice. Hand down or elbow down. Top arm, shoulder off the ear. Turn towards the sky with your face. your heart. Just gently create nice sensation in your own body. Notice everything. Breathe deeply one more time. Complete exhales today. Inhale energy coming up. Circling the other way, over towards the left, nice and slowly, out in front. So hips lay down inside. Just moving from there. It's creating that connection between the lower body and the upper body. Relax your eyes. Enjoy your own rhythm, breath, and movement. Coming into your body with your awareness. A few more of those leftward circles. Sorry, that other way. Should we go the other way? Anyway, we're going to come back and go to the side bend on the left after you come around one more time. Side bend, left side. Give yourself a moment to feel what feels nice on the side. Shoulder off the ear, long spine. Breathe deeply. Deep breath again. Exhale. Inhale up, tall spine, arms straight. And exhale over to the right with an easy twist. One hand in front, one hand in back. Create your own nice degree of twisting. And your core strength turning on for this one. Tone in your low belly. Think strong, but soft enough to breathe deeply. The breath finds space. One more breath. Relax into your exhale and let it go. Sit up tall, breathe in, and go the other way. One hand behind, one hand in front. Look back. Just the right amount. Engaging core. Deep breathing. And one more time. And exhale, release to center. And let's come back to table pose, transition your own way. Cushion under your knees if you would like. Take a moment to find your tabletop. And it's a nice place to work against gravity to gently bring in the low belly. Spread your hands, settle your knees, and then try some circling here. Go to the right and start towards your right hand, right hip, left hand. And just wake up the body in this position. Easy flow. Open hands, letting the hands and shoulders warm up here. And take the pose the other way. Left hand, left hip, right hand. Your own degree of movement. Positive. A little bit of strength pressing the earth in the hands. But the legs, the weight of the legs just does that automatically. A little more consciously with the arms. And centered is still. Tug under your toes, quarter dog, long spine, head down. Rest your forehead on the floor if it will reach. Spread your hands and your toes. Feel the space for the chest. Breathe deeply. Just letting yourself notice where you feel in your body sensations. You can send the breath there with your mind. Ask your mind to breathe a certain place. And finish out one more exhale. Inhale, tummy tight, come down to your forearms, and the nice easy cow spine. So the low back is neutral, the heart and face gently forward. Notice how you need your subtle core muscles to perch yourself here. And then take one more deep breath, broad across your upper back. One hand at a time, lift to fingertips and round up into your cat spine. Drop your head and tail. Low belly flies upward. And breathe into the rib cage. One more time, full breath. Exhale, relax your hands. And then inhale, draw yourself up to kneeling. Reset in your knees if you need to. Roll your shoulders back and down a few times. Arms free. Ground the tops of your feet. Settle the shoulders and take a deep breath. Gently drawing the shoulder blades towards each other, just right amount. Breathe in, reach out, really stretch for the sky. And breathe out, come to cow spine, so table. Breathe in, extend gently. Breathe out, tuck toes, and come to downward dog. Refine. Uplift in the low belly, and then head down, hips up. Deep waves of breath flowing through the pose. Do focus on your exhalations today, those emptying breaths. Calming breaths. One more time. Feel the energy of inhale, the energy of exhale, weight back towards the legs. And then coming up to standing, feeling free to do a little side to side, a little sway. Carefully come up, use your legs, shoulders down, arms reach, breathe in. And exhale to your heart center. Pick up your right foot and place it back down. Pick up your left foot and place it back down. Strong earth connection. Gently find your engagement in the low belly and stand tall and relaxed, centered. And release your arms down by your sides. Just feel the peace of standing with mindfulness. And let's reach up through the fog and clouds for the sun, inhaling deeply. Exhale, spread your fingers, reach your arms full forward. Knees bend as needed, hands where they reach, head down. Halfway lift, process of extending the spine lightly. Spread your hands, take your legs back one at a time. Bring your knees down and ease to upward facing dog for 5 breaths. So you want to have enough space between your hands and knees so that you can bring your pelvis forward. Lift your whole rib cage. Carefully roll the inner thighs up. Press the arms. You can lift off the knees if you like or stay on the knees. And then release to tabletop slowly. And back into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Cats do this too. You can imagine that tail, wag your tail a little bit. Try to find the bliss that the animals find in their bodies. Settle into stillness, centered. You slow down and stay here so there's room for big, slow breathing. It's okay if your knees are bending. Try to activate your legs and see if you can straighten them just slightly more as you stay in the pose, but without straining the backs of your legs. And just one more breath out. Bend in the knees deeply, look between your hands lightly, and step or hop forward. So the legs extend, and they give you a little boost if you want to hop or just step. Inhale, half lift. Slowly exhale, forward fold. Up to standing with an inhalation. Enjoy the process. Spread your feet, reach. Breathe out, find your center, relax. Try to float your head right above your spine. Deep breath in and slowly breathe out. Empty, empty. And then from sun to moon, come to the side of your mat. So turn out sideways so you have plenty of room for your feet on your mat. Do a moon salutation that I typically do. Starts with a standing side bend. So step out your feet easy wide. Feel centered. And then take up your arms. Inhale. Exhale, shoulders down. So you want to draw your low ribs together and engage your low belly to keep your arms up. Over to the right. Hang out for several breaths. Gently press the hands together. Whole body works together. Breathe out. Find your range of motion gently. Inhale up and over to the other side. So we have to consciously press the hands together here. There's unevenness and gravity. Do use your legs and feet, your belly. And take one more breath over into exhale. Inhale, strong up to center and arms down, breathe out. Turn out your toes for goddess pose and bend your knees coming on down the center. Release your hands to your thighs. Take your right shoulder forward and down to create a twist in your spine. Keep your legs even. So everything, the consciousness is absorbed in the pose. The awareness is the pose. Try to feel breathing, to be really present. Now release your breath one more time. Stretching out your back. And let's release up, straighten the legs and the arms. Gently extend both up and down. Finding balance with the feet turned out. And then hands centered, hips down, second side. Hands to thighs, legs stay same. Left shoulder towards the center and down. So creating a twist along your spine. There's a lot of concentration in a pose like this to find balance, find just the right amount of sensation. Breath steady. And one more time, breathe out. Inhale, release, straighten and reach. Exhale over to the right side for triangle pose. So not as much striving as we sometimes do when we do a moon practice. Just let it have a little bit more lightness, openness. Not your biggest version, just a really positive one. Gently lengthen yourself in all these directions. And then breathe in and rise up. Turn your hips to face the right for Parsvottanasana. Exhale into forward fold. Reach your arms back, head forward and down. The weight flows from the legs into the feet. Press your feet. One more breath. Transition to Anjaneyasana. So come down, bring your back knee down, find that low lunging, and then come forward with your knee towards your toes as you like, or you can stay straight up today. Shoulders back and down, really set the posture, positive posture. The breath moving past the center line of the eyebrows, calming all the way. Finish your breath. Transition to our side lunge. So we want to turn this foot and knee in and come to face in front again, straightening out your back leg. So take a moment with the transition to a one side bending side lunge. Find to come up onto your leg or stay down. Just really try to release the inner other side. Drive on your bandhas, low belly, pelvic floor, and flow over to the other side. So find a nice comfortable turnout for the other leg and hold the other side. Just light and positive, and do focus on trying to release the inseam of your right leg. Spine is long. Exhale. Breathe in, transition to Anjaneyasana, second side, low lunge. Take a moment to arrive, arrange, and then be steady. Feel the energy of the body activated by the practice. The energy of the mind settling into the body and the heart. And enjoy another breath here. Nice, easy posture. And then Parsvottanasana, intense side stretch, standing back up, facing the same way. Straight legs, forward fold, reach your arms back. One more deep breath. And then ease into triangle, reach your left arm to your leg, open up to the sky, and then your back toes turn out to open your hip. Find that lunar style, easy going triangle. Strong and bright, just a little bit softer. One more time, deep breath. Use your next inhalation and your legs. Come on up, turn your feet same way. Exhale to wide standing forward fold. Both arms over towards the right leg. Transition to the other side. Just wrapping yourself in that direction, knees bending as they need to. Feel how the soles of your feet are connected to the skin around your head. Everything's connected. Release your exhale. Come to center and just chill. You turn your palms up towards the sky, bend your knees a little bit. The low belly, so important here. Learning to just keep it drawn in below the breathing. Soft exhale, forward folding. Really press into your feet. Use your legs by sliding your hands up as well, shoulders back. Step your feet together, take up your arms. Side bend to the left. One more time. And inhale, side bend to the right, nice and light. One more time, breathe out. Inhale up, exhale down. Open your hands in front of you with your pinkies touching. In a gratitude gesture. Just holding some space for yourself. Try to release any gripping. And seal that up and bring it to your heart. And let's step out into Warrior B. So take your left foot forward on your mat and open your right foot back. Toes turn, hips turn to the side. So this is the one where we float the arms front and back. Equalize your chest and your upper back by equalizing your rib cage. Gaze front. Let's turn those palms up towards the sky and just have light open hands. Mindful of your knee over your ankle. The low ribs together and down. One more breath. And exhale, release your arms. And just turn to the back of your mat to do the same pose. So just this one shape, the knee over the ankle, arms floating, gazing back, palms up. Steady flow of breath. One more time, deeply breathing. Exhale, arms down, straighten your leg. Bring your feet closer and come back to the top of your mat. Take your feet about as wide as your mat is comfortably turned out for some exhale retentions. Just a few breaths where you really let the exhale leave. So telling yourself it's okay to be empty of breath, to let it all go. And just do it to your own degree. So I'll talk through the first one and just try a few at your own pace. So there's an intentional inhalation, standing up. Exhale all at once, bend your knees, rest your hands on your legs so you're emptying. I'm just trying to stay calm in that emptiness, float in it, soften your heart. And as easy as that, come on up, breathe in. So you're not forcing or straining. Trying that again. So full time to breathe in, quick breath out, trying to just hold in the low belly and be empty for a moment or two. When the inhale's ready, let it come, let it be an organic feeling. Feeling free to pause. One more if you like, or just bask in the feeling of what we've just practiced. Letting go and then getting that very big, fresh inhalation to follow. Moving your feet back underneath your hips. Inhale, reach up for the sky. Exhale, reach down for the earth. Carefully come into your forward fold. Again, bring your pinkies together and then your hands down. So bend your knees as much as needed here. Just hanging in forward fold. Breathe out, release. Flip over your hands. Take your legs back one at a time. And transition to your belly. So chaturanga if you like, hugging in the elbows. So take your knees down, hug them in, shift forward. Carefully release your belly down. So you can work with yourself. And let's come out to a star pose on the belly. Wide legs and arms. Turn your head to the right. Just make a lot of contact with the earth. Shoulders are down off your ears. Make sure that your feet are comfortable rolling to the tops of your feet. Turn your head the other way. Draw the shoulders down lightly off the ears. Just making a lot of nice contact with the earth. The earth element is the element of the late summer season of now. One more breath. Come back to center and we'll do some swimming on our bellies. So you reach your right arm and your left leg up, and then the other limbs. And these are low lifts, just more of an extension and a little lift. So just try to find that pattern. Nice, easygoing attitude towards yourself. Feel the whole body strengthen a few more times. Lift and reach. And then all the way soft. Rest your chin on your hands, shoulders down. Bend your knees, reach your feet towards the sky, lift your knees off the floor. You can just rest on your chin or your forehead. 5 breaths. Think of bridge pose, that pressing into the feet to lift the hips. One more time, give it energy and strength. And then relax. Press forward and down, coming up and back. Back to quarter dog or downward dog, yogi's choice. Arms down and knees down or up. One more time, a deep breath. Bring your knees down and transition to a pigeon pose variation. You can also come to your back and take the figure 4 shape with your legs. So with pigeon, we take a folded in knee right in between the center of the back. Take your other leg straight back, using your arms for support. It is fine to come and sit down on your outer hip or to stay centered over your hips. And either way, we want to try to come down into a relaxing shape where we've got a nice outer hip stretch, but the knee folded in is safe and comfortable. So in your own practice, if you know you can open your knee joint, you can do that. But this is the way for everyone to start this pose. When you're not stuck, you can continue to refine, deepen, back off if you need to. Find softness in your face and your breath. Let go of muscular effort. Let this become the sleeping swan. Let your mind watch the breath. All senses rotating inwardly. Just one more breath. Maybe release your throat with a swallow. Carefully straighten out your arms and now come to sit on your outer hip. So keep your front leg where it is. We're going to bring the back leg around for head to knee pose, Janushirasana. So you twist the spine a little bit to face the straight leg and ease out. It's fine if your leg is bent. And now do activate your muscles in your legs. So you stretch just the right amount. Hands reach where they reach. Deep breathing, slowing down. And one more time. Exhale, soften forward. Inhale, slowly release. So over to the other side, we can do this spin on our seat to bring your other knee folded forward. Straighten back your right leg now. So staying over on the side of the hip or lift up to square over your hips, so your pelvis squaring. And then easing forward and down to any degree. Attend to your back leg, your kneecap, reset it if needed. Relax your head. And once you feel safely here, let go of any muscular holding. Releasing tension in the body. Let that idea permeate the breath as well. The breath smooth and even, rhythmic. That sense of breath sensing. Try to be absorbed by the breathing. Finishing this shape with a breath. And releasing carefully and slowly and coming over to sit on that outer left hip. Bring your right leg and bring the back of the right leg to the floor. Stretch it out. So a little refining here. And then you twist the spine, face the straight leg, and exhale, lead out with your heart. Listen to your body, folding. Once you're about halfway into the pose, just reassess where your range of motion is. Maybe you've softened a bit. Just gently checking in, find your way to that just right place, not too far. Inhale, coming up. Straighten out both of your legs. You can be on your mat as you like. Purvattanasana, we stretch the front of the body, point your toes, lift up your heart into your elbows, and stretch the front of your chest, gaze towards your nose, press your hands one more time, and relax, lying back. Lie back on your mat, so your head is on your mat, and actually Your pillow or blanket, if you would like to use one for your head, is good here. Let's bring in the knees nice and wide from each other. And then reach inside your knees through your ankles or your feet and bring them together. Bring feet together. Knees go wide. Try to line up your spine and your head so you have a nice center line. Enjoy the deep grounding of your lower back. Just the back of the body. And then exhale, carefully release your feet, bring them down to the earth in the same position. Let your hands rest on your inner thighs. Feel the breath moving through the nose and the center of the body. Make sure that your body is comfortable, that your low back has enough room. Give yourself a little more time, shifting your hands up to your low rib cage, gently cupping the low ribs, feeling the action of the breathing. Enjoying the rituals of the practice. Breathe out one more time. Feel your low ribs ground. That's what I'm talking about when we're standing. So let's try that one more time, actually. Breathe in, feel the low ribs. Expand. Breathe out, bring them down and together, like you're knitting your low ribs together with your muscles there. Grounding. And then relax for a breath, open your arms. Close your knees. Bring both knees over to the right side. And bring both arms. You lift up your head for a moment. Bring your hands together. And then carefully bring your head back down. Open out into a twist. Spreading broad across the chest. Turning back. Legs comfortable and easy. Let's try to let the breath flow deeply into the whole body and flow deeply out. Really release this exhale so that you have lots of space for this inhale. Stretch it into the far reaches, into the fingertips, the eyebrows. And then exhale, release with sound. And release your body back to center. Line up your spine, ground your hands, breathe in. Press your feet, lift up your hips. Travel ever so lightly back in time to when we were on our bellies and press the feet towards the sky. Just try to find that same action here. Gently strengthening with open feet pressing. Keep your head centered, your neck long. And just one more time. Enjoy coming down. Bring in your knees. Over to the left, lift up your head for that twist where we start like a book. We'll close the book and then open the book, relax your head down, open to the side. Just adjust your legs so they feel good. Arms wide, breathe deeply. The earth energy associated with the root chakra. So creating a sense of stability, safety, groundedness. From that place, we can be open to the possibilities of the new moon and its growing pattern, ability to continue to grow ourselves. Remembering to really stretch out the breaths here just a few more times. Your eyes relaxed, your body supported, so explore the breath. Deeply release. One more time. Inhale. Far reaches. Exhale. Far reaches. The end of the exhale squeezes into our belly center. And then return to the back of your body. Knees in. Take your right leg up and let your left leg come down. You can keep your foot on the floor or stretch out your leg, and let's just gently stretch the back of the legs. Still okay to have a pillow under your head. We're mindful to keep your neck long. Do activate the muscles of your legs in this pose. Optional, exhale, low ribs down and together, and then inhale, keep the low ribs, lift up. Bowing in. One more time. Exhale, carefully release. Other side, starting with knees in. Left leg up, activate, point the toes. Right foot down. Encircle your left leg where it feels good and stretch out the right if you would like. Again, pointing the toes. Draw the leg in towards you gently. It's fine if the legs are not straight. Feel their activity of reaching, flying like Hanuman, leaping across the ocean. Exhale, low ribs together and down. Inhale, lift your heart towards your knees, so this should be very easy on your neck. You've got your arms, your core holding you up. Just try to find a nice folding in sensation. One more breath. And a mindful letting go. Both knees in. Take your legs up into the air. Arms down beside you. Let the feet rest together. Feel the action of the breathing in the rib cage and ground your arms. Breathe out. Let's try creating a little circular movement with the legs and lowering them a bit. So not straining your low back, just feeling a nice challenge in your belly. Circling towards the left. Ground your body, your head, your hands. And center, bring your legs towards you, relax them. Other way. Circle towards the right. Just keep your feet higher so it's not overly challenging, just the right amount. Find a little flow. Let yourself feel your sacrum. I'm giving the sacrum a nice little massage into the earth, that most dense bone in our bodies. And back to center, release the legs towards you. Let your hands rest on your shins. Feel the energy of the upside down legs. Breathe out. Arms back to the floor. Like you're walking, take steps. Just keeping the legs comfortably upright. So let your knees bend if your hamstrings say that's what they need. And then let's try some side to side scissors too. Just find that motion from the hip through the feet. Letting the blood and the lymph reverse course. And rest the feet together. Draw in the knees. Curl in your head. And release back for a resting pose. Take a little time to get your props and get comfortable. A full 5 minutes of resting. An hour is not a huge amount of time. So let's make the most of this very important finishing pose. Scan the body, make sure that you are able to be at peace here. There may be some energy stirred up. You might have sensation like around your sacrum. Just try to let everything settle like we do in the beginning of practice. Become still. The breath softly supports you. Scanning your body, your toes, maybe a little wiggle, and then let them be still and open. Awareness throughout the legs, release. Let the belly release the bandhas. I don't always mention that, but here we let go of that drawing in of the navel, any pelvic floor gathering, all that's really soft here. Have a moment with your brain telling your body to soften. Belly, core. Also the muscles around the hips, soft. The rib cage continues to move lightly with your lungs. The arms softly resting, the bones resting on the earth. Make sure that you're on a comfortable spot on the back of your skull. Let your face relax. Be patient with yourself. Try to allow for some rest and let your brain relax. Gently observe the body and the breath so that your brain doesn't go too far. Thoughts like clouds in the sky, they just float on by. We are not our thoughts. Pure awareness, bliss. a gentle awakening of deeper breaths, a process of changing from stillness. Give yourself freedom. Do that in your own way. Eventually resting on your most comfortable side, just curling in. Support your head and pause. Work with your body to come up to finish our practice, circling back to our easy pose of your choice. You could also do folded legs if that is something you enjoy. Come up with the energy of the practice, the balance of softened and lightly energized. We've really oxygenated our brains, moved our blood and our lymph around, moved our prana with our breathing and our movement. And for today, take your less dominant hand and take your first two fingers to rest between your eyebrows. Just lightly rest upon that point, sitting easy. Notice your breathing. And let's finish with a breath through the right side and out the left. So you can close the left side if you'd like, or just keep the fingers at your forehead and think right side inhale, and that's the sun channel in the body. Very slowly exhale out the left side, out the moon side. And then relax your hands together. Breathe evenly. Maybe just try to remember something that felt especially helpful today, that you just pausing to let yourself remember that tool. Breathe deeply in. Namaste. Thank you. Thanks for coming.